Hello everyone, this is Yamini Seni and we were doing class 9 subject English Movements book lesson number 4 in the kingdom of foods. So now we are going to talk about the author first and we will do the question answers of this chapter. Author of this chapter or the writer of this chapter is A.K. Ramanujan. The full form of A.K. Ramanujan is Attipate Krishna Swami Ramanujan. He was born on 16th March 1929, Missouri. That was a princely state of Mysore in British India. He died on 13th July 1993 at the age of 64 in Chicago, United States. Now, language which he is known to are English, Kannada, and Tamil. Nationality of him was Indian. Then education is doctorate in English literature, Alma Mater University of Mysore, Deccan College, and Indiana University. Now, notable works of his are many, but there I have chosen two of his work to mention over here because these are the very famous work of him. So that are the Striders and the Second Sight. Notable awards which he got are the MacArthur Fellowship, Sahitya Academy Award, and the Padma Shri also. So now this is about the A.K. Ramanujan. So he was very prominent writer of his time. Now let us talk about the question answers of class 9 English Movements chapter 4 in the kingdom of the fools. So in NCERT textbook, think about it, page number 27. So question number 1, what are the two strange things the guru and his disciple find in the kingdom of fools? So first one was that they work during nights and sleep during days, and the second thing was everything was very cheap and cost the same, right? So number 2 question is, why does the disciple decide to stay in the kingdom of fools? Is it a good idea? So everything was cheap in the kingdom of the fools, so disciple was peculiarity about the diet, like he is very fond of food, so he found everything tempting and very cheap, so he decided to stay in that kingdom. So what do you think, it is a good idea? So according to me, it is not a good idea to stay there because for a long time, because as the guru of that disciple suggested him that it is very unpredictable behavior of fools and it would be very dangerous to live with them, right? So now let us see question number 3, that is, name all the people who are tried in the king's court and give the reasons for their trial. So who all were there in this particular story? So number 1 was the owner of the house, that is the merchant. Then he called up the bricklayer, then bricklayer called up the dancing girl, then dancing girl called up goldsmith, and that goldsmith were again called up that the owner of the house, and he accused his dad, his father. So now these all things you have to write it down, and you have to write the reason also, like they all were tried because the thief died when the wall of merchant's house had collapsed. So the merchant was tried for building a weak wall, then bricklayer was tried for doing his work carelessly, then the dancing girl was tried for disturbing the concentration of the bricklayer, and the goldsmith was blamed for making the dancing girl walk up and down to his house a dozen of times. Now let us see the question number 4. Who is the real culprit according to the king, and why does he escape punishment? So merchant's dead father was held responsible for making the wall weak. But according to the king, the rich merchant was the real culprit because he had inherited both sins and riches of his father. He escaped the punishment because he was too thin to fit the stake. So, question number 5, what are the Guru's words of wisdom? When does the disciple remember them? So, the Guru was full of wisdom and he knew well that the unpredictable behavior of the fools could create danger anytime. So, the Guru words were, they are all fools, this won't last very long, and you can't tell what they'll do next. Okay. So the disciple remembered them when he was arrested by the men of the king, or you can say the bailiffs. And what happens then? Then to execute merely because he fitted the stake. So it was because of the guru's words of wisdom that the execution was postponed. Now question number 6. This is the last question of this chapter. So how does the guru manage to save his disciples life? किस तरह से गुरु ने जो लाइफ है अपने डिसाइपल की बचाई? So the guru arrived on time to save his disciple, number one thing, and created a drama. He told the king that it was not an ordinary stake, and whoever went to the stake first would become the king in next life. The second of the second to die would become his minister. The king wanted to avail himself of the opportunity. The guru and his disciple were released. Thus the guru managed to save the life of his disciple. So this is how you can write it down, all the question answers. So if you find anything difficult or any word difficult or something, so you can just ask it down by writing in the comment box. Till then, keep reading.